My mother, Edna Thompson. Determined, hardworking, and caring are just a few words to describe my mother, Edna Thompson. She has always worked very hard. Today, her hard work is paid off because she is living a great life with a full-time job of taking care of her family. Edna came into this world on October 16, 1961, and even though she has had to overcome lots of obstacles in her life, she always has a smile on her face. Edna has faced many obstacles in her life. To begin with, she went from growing up on a farm to putting herself through college with her own money. On the farm, she learned the values of hard work, and she enjoyed all of the animals and the nature. Edna raised 3 pigs named Spanky, Spunky, and Arnold in her 240-acre backyard. After raising the 3 pigs, Edna sold them and used every penny to buy her very first car. This was a big achievement in her life, however, she wondered if she would ever achieve her main goal of going to college. Edna wanted to go to college because from the time she was a child, she loved school. She was eager to learn new things and make new friends. Mrs. Johnson, her 3rd grade teacher, inspired her to become a teacher. A teacher was a dream job for Edna, however there was one problem. If she wanted to go to college, she had to pay for it on her own. Edna worked extremely hard and got her first job at the age of 13. Edna paid to put herself through college at the University of Iowa. 4 long years of determination led Edna to finish college in 1984. A few years later, Edna became a 1st grade teacher for 3 years, and later became a 2nd grade teacher for 5 years. While Edna was teaching, she had the next goal in mind: getting married and having children. Edna had always dreamed of having a perfect, large family. She met her husband Gary at work during college at the University of Iowa. They dated for 7 years and later got married on October 22, 1988. Over Christmas break in 1988, Edna and Gary took their honeymoon to Hawaii. Everything seemed to be according to plan, but the obstacle was soon to come. As Edna wanted a large family, she needed to have kids. In 1991, she got pregnant, however ended in tragedy when she lost the baby in a miscarriage. Despite the loss of her first pregnancy, in 1993, Edna gave birth to her first child, Caitlin. In order to spend as much time with her as possible, Edna quit her teaching job in order to become a full-time mother. Although she was no longer a teacher, Edna's dream of a family was starting to come true, as she gave birth to her 2nd child, Blake. These 2 kids seemed as if they were a gift from God because they helped Edna get through the pain of her miscarriage. 5 years after the miscarriage, a miracle was in store for Edna. In 1996, the doctor told Edna that she would be giving birth to twins. 9 weeks earlier than expected, Lucas and Kayla were born prematurely. Edna felt blessed to have twins, however life threw her a curveball on March 7, 1997. 4 days before the twins' first birthday, Kayla passed away due to pneumonia and RSV. This was one of the hardest obstacles Edna ever faced because she had spent close to a year with her daughter and she had to say goodbye. Although this was extremely difficult, on December 31, 1997, Edna gave birth to her daughter named Kirsten. 5 years later, Edna gave birth to her final child, Sophia. Edna was now the proud mother of 5 healthy children. Edna clearly faced many hardships in her life. She has also lived through many historical events that caused obstacles in her life. To begin with, Edna remembers the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster which occurred in 1986. In this disaster, the Space Shuttle Challenger exploded 73 seconds after liftoff. This explosion caused all 7 crew members to die, one of which was a teacher. This affected Edna because at this time, she was a teacher, and when she heard the news, she had to look her students in the eyes and tell them that a teacher had just died. This hardship took courage and bravery. Edna also lived through the historical event of 9/11. One article described 9/11 by saying, "On the morning of September 11, 2001, terrorists targeted the World Trade Center in Manhattan, first crashing a hijacked commercial jetliner into the upper levels of One World Trade Center, one of its twin, 110-story ionic skyscrapers." This article is talking about the terrorist attack in which planes were hijacked and crashed into both of the twin towers. When this tragedy occurred, Edna was in the car listening to the radio. Edna was worried that there were going to be more attacks and she was scared for her family and the rest of her country. Clearly, Edna has been through a lot in her life, from putting herself through college to losing her child. Edna has done it all. Today, Edna is living the dream as a full-time mother and a substitute teacher. She also works at the Village Hall of Green Oaks. Edna lives a very busy life, but she finds time to spend with her children because you never know what unexpected twists life can throw you. Edna has been thrown many curveballs in her life, yet she still makes the best out of each and every day, which is why I'm proud to call her my mom.